Alright, you guys, good morning. I'm going to try this again. I've attempted to do this video 2 other times, and the phone keeps cutting out. My phone is full of pictures from stuff I'm putting on Marketplace, and older videos I forgot to remove from before the pictures, and I did not realize they were still on there. So hopefully this time the phone will not keep cutting out, and I can do this video. And I have to do this video all the way through, or I can't upload it right now with the computer and me not getting along. So we're going to try it again. I told you guys I got those cookies from the store yesterday. It said breakfast cookies. That's them. Okay. This is what they look like. Started eating one because I got to take a pill. Alright. It kind of tastes like a granola bar. Kind of. Okay. Would I get them again? Yes, I would. But not all the time. They're good. But the calories on them, a half a cookie is a serving. And a half a cookie is 130 calories. You can taste they're very nutty. The pumpkin seeds, they're very seedy. You can actually feel that on your teeth. If you had dental issues, it'd be hard in some ways to eat them. Dan could not eat them. They had chocolate. It says it has made with rolled oats, raisins, honey, semi-sweet chocolate, pumpkin seeds, dried apples, and peanut butter. I don't really taste the dried apples. I mean, there's a sweetness, but I don't taste the dried apples. I taste the raisins. I taste the pumpkin seeds. Peanut butter. I don't really taste the peanut butter. I mean, maybe if I had not had coffee this morning, I would taste the peanut butter. I think right there, that's dried apple, but I don't really taste the apple. I think there's so many flavors going on that it's hard. I do taste the oatmeal, the rolled oats. And I feel the texture of the pumpkin seeds, but I don't necessarily taste them. I'm glad I don't taste the chocolate, because I know there's chocolate in them, because in one of these other cookies right here, the one on this side, over here, you can see that chocolate chip in the middle there. I don't necessarily like chocolate chips in my cookies. I'm not a big chocolate chip cookie eater. And I definitely don't want to have chocolate chips with raisins. I'm not a big cowboy cookie eater, where they put all that stuff together. I think it's the cowboy cookie that does. I like a good oatmeal raisin cookie. So I'm glad I really cannot taste the chocolate chips in them. I think I've tasted chocolate once, but it's just been the sweetness. I think the honey makes them sweet. I think it overpowers any possibility of a peanut butter taste. You definitely feel the texture of the pumpkin seeds, but like I said, you can't really. I really don't taste the pumpkin flavor. This bite looks like it has a lot of a lot of apple in it. But I really don't taste. I mean, maybe I taste a little bit of apple there. And maybe I tasted more of the apple and peanut butter than that taste. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They're really good cookies. Maybe if I've been eating it with a glass of milk or a bottle of water and not coffee, I would have tasted more. Sorry about that. Getting right up in your face. Maybe I would have had more flavor notes. But I gotta take a pill. So I had to eat something. But I would, even though it says breakfast cookie, I think that's just an advertisement ploy to get you to buy them. I don't think they're healthy. I mean, to me, they're like a granola bar with a lot more calories. I don't know how much calories in a granola bar. They're softer than a granola bar. But I always consider an oatmeal raisin cookie a breakfast cookie anyways. Like I said, I think it's just call them a breakfast cookie and people will buy them and eat them for breakfast. So, I mean, they're good, but I don't think I buy them every week for breakfast. I like to try, excuse me, when there's a new cookie, I wish you could have just bought one. You know what I wish they would do? I wish they would do a variety pack, like when they do different cookies, you would have like a macadamia nut, one of these, have a variety pack, you get one of every different kind. That's what I wish they would do. Because now I got a whole pack of these, and if I didn't like them, I've been stuck with them. Because I've been known to, when I was by myself before Dan, I've been known to buy a pack of cookies like this and take them out of the container because I'm not a big cookie eater. And freeze them, wrap them up tight and freeze. I'd wrap them in saran wrap, and then I put them in a Ziploc bag to get all the air out of it, and then I would freeze them. And I really wanted a cookie, then I'd get one out because I'm not a huge cookie eater, and I really don't know if I'm going to eat all of these because they're sweet, but they're not overly sweet, which I really like that because I don't like an overly sweet cookie. But I'm not craving any sweets right now while I'm taking that medication for quitting smoking. I'm not craving any sweets whatsoever. A little bit there before I started taking it, I was kind of craving a little mini cupcake on a regular basis. But I'm just not craving any sweets. And I hope I can eat these. If not, and I know the kids won't eat them because they got stuff in them. You know, they don't eat that kind of stuff. So, maybe I can freeze them. That way I can have one once in a while. I mean, I'll try to eat them over the next couple days for breakfast and tell myself it is a breakfast cookie with pills. But or as we get busy, maybe I can just eat them with a glass of milk or something. I'll get them down. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good, but I just don't know if I would buy them again or not. I probably would, you know, if they were on sale, but I don't think I'd pay full price for them again. All right, so that's a cookie thing. They're good. You know, try them. I would recommend you getting them and trying them if you liked cookies with a bunch of stuff in them. Okay. There's a grocery store in Florida that Publix, and they're down south more. I think the furthest they've come is Kentucky. And they're just starting to come in Kentucky. Oh, they would have like a cookie of a month or something. And I used to love to try their cookies of the month. But you could buy one, I think. I think you could get one, or they'd have small packages of 4 or something. I can't remember. But, or maybe I shared them with my mom. I can't remember. But I would get them and I would have one. I remember having 1 or 2, not eating a whole package. But I used to love to get that. I think my mom ate most of them. Maybe that's why I enjoyed the one cookie thing. I don't know. Because my mom was a sweet eater and I was not. But, because my favorite cookies are oatmeal raisin. If I get anything in snickerdoodles, really. I'm not a big cookie eater for any other reason. I mean, Dan got snickerdoodles yesterday. And last night he ate a couple. He says, you want one? I'm not even in the mood for a snickerdoodle. I had an oatmeal raisin with him last night. And I almost didn't even want to eat that. So I'm like, sweets are not my thing right now. I told him to enjoy it. I don't even think I want any more of them. So he does like oatmeal raisin. So, but that's all on the cookie thing. All right, today my plans are to get dressed in a few minutes because I'm still in my nightie. And then I'm going to go out there and work on that craft room because today I think I'm tidying up and I got to go through paper and I got to bag up, I got to box up the rest of my bead shelf. I got some stuff in the house that's got to go in another tub that I got to finally count it up and put in on Marketplace. Oh, that Marketplace thing is a headache. I dealt with a person today on the phone who I have 30 boxes of beads all filled, okay? There's at least 17 slots because a couple of the boxes have 19 slots, but I'm going to go with 17, okay? And they're full of beads. And I did the math. I got 510 slots total at 29 cents a slot because I put the price on the bead boxes, all 30 of them, for $150. And I thought, to me, that's a fair price. These bead boxes are full. They are full, and they're full of good beads. I'm not talking cheap-ass beads. I'm talking, the string beads from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and I'm talking good. And I'm talking, if I had gotten most of that stuff on clearance, that would have been different. But even on clearance, if you know that, clearance prices at Michael's and Hobby Lobbies was a couple dollars, okay? Even on the discount when they had their coupons, you still paid a couple dollars for $2 or $3 for a $12 bead. You still paid $4 or $5 for clearance or coupon bead, whatever, okay? So 29 cents per a slot. And some of these beads, the slots are full. I mean, most of them, the slots are full. So, I mean, there's no cheap crap. This stuff, not that this is crap, but this, I'm talking. You know what I'm saying. There's none of this stuff in. I mean, there may be a little bit, but I'm going to say none, okay? All right, so, this person wanted to bicker me around on this a little bit. I said to Dan, no. Dan and I even discussed that the worst comes to worst, I will sit there and I will take these baggies and I will bag up every freaking bead and put them in these little zip baggies. And if we can't fit it in the camper, I will pack that stuff up, take it to Nathan, and we come over to visit, in maybe a year or so, or 6 months or whatever. I will pick me up a box. Or if Nathan comes to visit, he can bring his mama a box. Because before I let it go for like dirt nothing, I will pack it and store it and come get it later. And then it'll be like Christmas to myself. Because I know what I got. I'm selling it because it'll help down the future. But at the same time, I'm not going to lose my ass and lose my shirt tails. And I'm not going to do myself wrong either. Does that make sense? This person kind of got underneath my skin. But I'm so glad I did not give this person my address. Because when I looked up their profile picture, I thought I was talking to a woman. But when I looked at their profile, I was not talking to a woman. I was talking to a young gentleman. And I'm not going to call... Gentleman's being nice because he's not a gentleman. The language and the things he was saying, even when he was driving down the road, I'm not going to call him anything, but okay, he's more like a thug. I'm so glad I did not give him my address. Because I told Dan I was about ready, even in the text message, I was about ready to give it to him. And I got a little, you know how you do capitalization? And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I did not give this person my address. Just told him what town I was in. And he was like, I drive an hour and a half. If you come down in prices, maybe I'll consider it. I thought I was talking to a woman. Because I told Dan, so I'm looking at the profile picture to see who I'm talking to. Because I thought, well, maybe it's an older woman who can't afford it. This person, the first name sometimes, okay, I have come to the conclusion that sometimes women let their men be on their Facebooks. Well, they let their men take over their Facebook because there's a group of young women who their name is on the Facebook, but their guys use their Facebook. I don't understand that either. I've noticed that here. I don't understand that. So, I don't know what that situation was, but what I saw was a guy. A young guy who was very not what I would want to have come to my home. So, it ain't happening. So I told Dan, from now on, before I start chatting with anybody, I'm checking out their profile. Because your profile will tell a lot about you. A lot about you. If you look up somebody's Facebook profile, if you can see it, before you start engaging with them on anything, you can find out what kind of person you're dealing with. Because people are true on their Facebook profile. So that, and I told Dan, if worst comes to worst, I'm at the point too, where if I really want to unload it, and I really don't want to unload it, if I really want to let it go, I will take my pictures from every market posting, and I would take and put the pictures on one posting, number each picture, and tell people in the write-up that each one of these pictures is in another post. I'm selling each picture individually, but that I will everything go for one set price. Hold on, guys. Okay, I had to pause you guys just a minute. Brittany came up here. Okay, so what was I saying? I don't know. Something about people, but I'm gonna have to let y'all go though. Okay, I don't know what I was saying, but probably talking about that whole check people out on Facebook. Because I think I'm gonna let y'all go so I can get dressed, get on my nightie, put some clothes on, be civilized for the afternoon. Well, it's not afternoon yet. It's still morning. It's still morning before y'all think that I've been lazy. But if I want to be lazy, I can be lazy. But I'm not being lazy. I'm done with this coffee. I don't know what about the coffee lately, but it sucks. I think it's not smoking. Okay, as far as that smoking thing goes, yesterday I was stressing because I forgot to take my pill for a day and a half. Okay. And yesterday, I so wanted a cigarette. I went to light it. No. I've done that twice in the 5 or 6 days that I've not been smoking. After yesterday, I don't think I will be smoking at all again. Because when you're on that pill and you try to have a cigarette, the moment you take a puff, now the first time I coughed up, yesterday I lit that cigarette, I took a puff. It is like, picture the most nastiest ashtray you can imagine. That's the only thing I can tell you, okay? I've never done it before in the past my whole life. I have never licked an ashtray, but I'm assuming what I tasted yesterday on this pill is what it would taste like. Imagine licking the nastiest ashtray you could ever lick. And that taste does not go away for at least an hour or so. I don't care what you put in your mouth. I don't care how much you rinse your mouth. Dude, that taste does not go away for hours. It's like you puff a cigarette while you're on that pill. That taste stays with you for hours on your tongue. It just does. It doesn't go away. I mean, there's no way. I don't care how stressful I get today. I don't care how stressful I get in the next week or two. I don't care. I am not going to smoke a cigarette because that taste is not good. I can still remember that taste today. I don't want that taste in my mouth again. It's nasty. That alone right there will make you quit. And no matter how bad you want one, that'll make you quit. That's a nasty taste. That's what that medication does. At least it does to me. I don't know about anybody else. And this is the stuff they gave me to take, okay? Now, I missed a dose. I missed 1 day and a half when I was on the second part of this, okay? Because the first part, you take a 0.5 milliliter pill for the first several days. And then after that first week, you go up to 1 milliliter. Well, according to Google, you call your doctor, you call your pharmacy, and you start all over. You have to ask them what to do when you miss a day and a half. Well, I'm not going to do that. And somebody may say, oh, yes, you should. No. What I did last night was I took the 1 milliliter pill and I cut it in half, and I started on a half a pill. Okay? I want this to stay in my system so I don't go get another cigarette. So, I told Dan, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the doctor says. I don't care what the pharmacist says. I want this pill staying in my system because there's a lot of stuff going on. I have to go through a lot of stressful shit right now of packing up and doing stuff. So, for the remainder of my pills, I don't care what anybody says before anybody comes at me. I had this much left. And I'm way off on, this is supposed to be morning, and this is supposed to be night. I am way off on whatever. And I don't care. I have no reaction to this pill whatsoever. It is working like crazy for me, and it works. So for the remainder of this pill, just to give me sanity, because the doctor said that she would give me more if I need them, I'm not really worried about more. I'm going to keep taking a half of one of these. I'm going to take 1 pill a day, cut it in half, and it works. I just want it to stay in my system. I don't want to stay on the pill because I don't want to stay on the pill forever. I just want to take it for a while. I don't want to refill. So for right now, I am going to do cut one of these in half and do 1 pill a day. That's what I'm going to do. I should just take 1 big pill a day and be done with it. That's what I should do. Take 1 big pill a day in the morning and be done with it. But you could do that. Is it a time-release pill? I have to Google that. If I get off the phone here in a minute and find out this is a time-release pill, I may just do 1 pill a day. I don't know. But because I just want it to help me, I don't want to be on it forever. Because I don't want this to become a dependency. So. Okay, so on that note, before anybody goes telling me what to do, I mean, you can go ahead and make your suggestions, but I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. But go ahead. If you want to warn me about something, if you find something up and you want to warn me, go ahead, because I might need the help. But at the same time, I have... I'm going to do whatever I want to do. But if you read something and tell me I should not do this or that, I might take it into consideration. Because I do listen to you guys, too, at the same time. But from everything I've read so far on this thing, I'm not doing anything wrong yet. So, and because you can stop this cold turkey, too. I asked the doctor that. The doctor said, yes, you can stop it cold turkey. So at any point in time, I could have just stopped cold turkey. But I don't want to stop cold turkey. Alright, so on that note, so I know somebody's going to Google it. And somebody's going to tell me what I should or should not do. That's okay. I love you guys for what you say to me. You know, I love you guys for, like, looking out for me, okay? So, I will let y'all go for now. And remember, like and subscribe. And thank y'all for watching. I'm going crazy here. I'm so tired. I'm going slap happy again. All right, so remember, be happy, live happy, do happy things, and I'll catch you on the next video.